Hi everyone. Does it say live in the corner? Okay, so then I'm live. All right, so hi everyone and welcome to Thursday for our Touch Base Thursday. So there's been some confusion. Some of you I think are commenting on an old video of mine. So I apologize for that, but I am live with you now for this year's edition of Touch Base Thursday. So I'm just going to refresh my page here, make sure that you guys are all able to find me. Remember that you need to always go to my Facebook page, not my group. That is where you will find me live, and we will get started here in just a couple of moments. I think, yay, hi Sonia. So yes, I am live, so yay. So hi everyone, I'm excited to share with you some really fun projects tonight. As normal, we're gonna go through a small agenda of items that I have to share with you. We're gonna talk about our winners from last week, and I'm gonna tell you what's up for grabs this week for sharing. So if you're new to my Facebook Lives, hi, I'm Kim Vogel from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Happy to have you joining me. I do Touch Base Thursday live videos every single Thursday at 7 p.m. I try every Thursday at 7. Sometimes we have to make it 6, so on and so forth. Hi Donna. So anyway, I wanted to again remind you guys as you're joining me to make sure that you share my video. When you share my video, you get into the drawing to receive lots of goodies and lots of free things. We have 2 winners from last week up for grabs that we had from our last video was some of the Grapefruit Grove ribbon and some of the leaves trinkets. And the winner of the Grapefruit Grove ribbon is Marianne McGinnis. So congratulations, Marianne. I will get that in the mail to you. Marianne won simply for, for sharing my video. And then the winner of the leaf trinkets is Penny Oram. So congratulations, Penny. Yay. So those are our winners for this week. And I have 2 things up for grabs next week. They are, if you guys have not used these Twinkle adhesive backed sequins yet, they are amazing. They're so cute and so fun. They're in our annual catalog, and sometimes I feel like that poor annual catalog gets left behind when we have those little publications for the holidays and for springtime, the occasions catalog. So I'm kind of going back to the occasion or the annual catalog and looking at it going, we have a lot of awesome things that I haven't played with in a while. The other item up for grabs is the Petal Pink Rhinestones, and these are really pretty. These are on the same page with all that awesome pomegranate paper and things like that. So anyway, so make sure you guys share. I see we have a few more people joining us. Hi Janie, hi Denise and Donna. So first of all and foremost, again, we mentioned our winners. So I want to let you guys know that there will not be a Facebook Live next Thursday. So I will be on vacation, so I'm taking the night off. I know, I'm sad. I thought about moving it to Wednesday, but I'm actually leaving Wednesday night. So my girls are on spring break next week, and we decided around Christmas time, we got asked by some friends of ours at our church if we would want to go to Chicago for a weekend to go see the musical Hamilton. And my girls, they're huge Broadway musical fanatics. And we've gone to Chicago before to see a couple of musicals as well. So we are actually going to be driving to Grand Rapids Wednesday night, spending the night in Grand Rapids, and then catching the train from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Chicago early in the morning on Thursday, and then we come back on Sunday. So there will still be a Terrific Tuesday video. There will still be, I'll still be posting and all of that. But if any of you have any ordering questions or anything that you, because celebration is going to be coming to a close. We have 1 week left of celebration, and I'm going to be gone right at the tail end of that. So if any of you have any questions about, if you're on the fence about considering joining Stampin' Up with that amazing promotion, it's $175 of product of your choice, and you pay only $99. Or you can add on that awesome bag that I know I've shown you guys many times and pay an extra $30 for $129. So if you're on the fence about joining, I really encourage you to do it before I leave on Wednesday. I'm going to try to minimize any questions that, I'm going to try to minimize my amount of time that I'm on the computer and that I'm on my phone. Again, if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them, but please know I will be on vacation. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys understand. Sorry, no Facebook Live live next Thursday. However, I'm excited to tell you I've already got my projects designed for the following Thursday, and you will love them. I'm going to be showcasing for you guys some cute cards using our brusho. And our brusho it's a watercolor crystal powder. And one of my friends was here a week ago. Some of you might know her. Her name is Patty. And she asked me how to use those brushos. She saw them in the catalog and didn't know how to use them. And so it gave me the idea of if she doesn't know, maybe some additional people don't know. So I already have my projects done. I'll be using brusho, and I'll be using the Humming Along bundle. It's a bundle that I haven't played with yet. So I did get those projects designed. So make sure you guys come back that first week in April, and I will have an awesome show for you guys then as well. So like I mentioned, this is the last week of celebration. If there's any items that you want kind of last minute from our brochures, make sure you get those orders in by March 31st. And let me think here. I talked about the joining promotion. So again, I know I've reached out to a handful of you and you guys are thinking about it. I know there's about 4 of you. So I'll be reaching out to you one last time just to make sure that you might want to do that. If it's an awesome opportunity, even if you stay active for a while, put in a few of your own orders, it's worth it. I mean, you get $76 for free. I mean, that is amazing. So anyway, I really hope that you guys consider that if you're on the fence about it. I want to make sure you guys know too that when you share my video, please comment that you shared. Sometimes, doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes when I go in to look at who has shared, like it'll tell me I've had 23 people share it or 29 people share it. It's not giving me all of the names, and it has to do with how your settings might be on Facebook. And so, because I've asked somebody else about that. I'm like, why can't I see everybody's name? So please make sure that you comment shared, because that's what I like to look at. I look at both, but if you comment, you're definitely in the drawing. If you just share it and don't comment that you shared, it's iffy if I'm going to see that you've shared it. I know it sounds silly, but it's a Facebook setting that I can't control. And so it just makes it easier for me to tell you guys to comment shared. Anyway, a couple of more announcements. So I have a couple online classes open right now. Tomorrow registration closes for I'm calling it my March online Stamp-A-Stack using the Floral Romance. And so that registration closes tomorrow at midnight so that I can start ordering everything, getting those kits ready to ship. And then I just opened up earlier this week my Happy Tales class, which is for all you dog lovers out there. Is using the awesome stamp set and coordinating punch that's in our Occasions catalog. And then there's going to be 2 more classes posting. I'm hoping to get them out before I leave on vacation. One is a beautiful framed art, a 12 by 12 framed art it's for Father's Day, or it could be for an uncle or a uncle, grandpa, dad, whomever, but it's a framed art using the Classic Garage bundle. And I know some of you have seen me, I posted a picture of it actually a couple days ago as a little sneak peek. It's not an enlarged picture, it's a littler picture, but that is actually going to be the class, and it includes the little embellishments, because you'll use a ton of those little Classic Garage embellishments on it. It's going to include some ribbon. It's going to include the paper, because you need the paper to cut the cars out. But it is an amazing framed art class, and I'm so excited to be offering something for masculine purposes, other than always kind of being more feminine. So make sure you guys look for that. My other online class that I'm going to be offering is actually going to be so I'm going to be offering the class online, but I'm going to actually be showcasing it in my Facebook Live in a couple of weeks. It's a class that I've actually dedicated to my own dad. He passed away. It'll be 11 years on March 25th. And I used to always go fishing with him. I was his little fishing buddy. And so I used the Best Catch bundle and created some beautiful cards. And I'm not just saying that because it's my own work, but these cards are beautiful. And there are some awesome techniques that I've used that I'm going to showcase for you guys, using the crackle paint background, using the marble background, some coloring techniques with our blends, some distressing techniques. These cards are top notch. And so like I said, that'll be our Facebook Live in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get everything, in 3 weeks, because I'm not live with you next week. Following week is Brush Show, and then the following week will be the Best Catch. But you're going to actually be able to see these cards in advance, because I want to be able to get this class posted and available for you guys to purchase well in advance of Father's Day, so that you will have these cards in your possession before Father's Day gets here, because it takes me a while. Once I post a class, it's posted for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I have to order the product. So it takes about 4 weeks for me to be able to get those kits turned around to all of you guys. So anyway, those will be posting soon, so I just want to make sure you guys know that. So as for what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, I am going to be sharing with you the awesome, let me grab it here, Family and Friends stamp set. So I loved this when I first seen it. And now that I've had time to play with it, I actually can give you guys some tips and tricks on it to make your stamping more easy and more enjoyable with this stamp set. I love it. When you see the projects that I've created, I think you guys are going to go, oh my gosh. So what I'm going to be doing is offering and ordering promotion from my Facebook Live tonight. Anybody who puts in a minimum $30 order, because the projects that I made are customized to me, and you'll see what I mean here in just a couple minutes. But anybody who puts in a minimum $30 order is going to get into the drawing to receive their own stamp set, Family and Friends, for free. I thought that would be a better promotion for me to offer during my Facebook Live tonight. That way you guys can customize projects specifically for your own needs and be able to make cards and things for special people. And again, when you see my projects, you'll know what I mean. One other thing I forgot to mention is that I will be offering, while I'm gone on vacation, I always offer during vacation a huge online ordering promotion. So there will be an online ordering promotion going on while I'm on vacation. We kind of call it the while the cat's away, the mice play kind of thing. So you guys get a good ordering promotion while I'm gone. But the promotion for tonight, any order from tonight to Sunday, $30, get your name in the drawing to receive your own free Family and Friends stamp set, $17 value. But that stamp set has been really fun for me to play with, and I hope that you guys get some inspiration. I've had a lot of people say to me, is it hard to use? I don't know what I would do with it. And so I did some brainstorming of ways in which I think that I would use it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I know that what I'm going to show you, there's a lot more ideas out there that you could do. And so I'm going to encourage you guys to kind of think about this stamp set. As you're seeing my projects, think about personal things in your life that, like I have one that's for dance. So do you have, baseball? Do you have softball with your grandchildren or your children? So I want you to kind of come up with things and think about how you could incorporate this stamp set into giving it and personalizing it for things and events that you have going on in your life. So with that, I'm going to transition my camera down. I have today to share with you 3 cards, and I'm going to actually share with you how I stamped some of these cute little people. And then I have 2 3D projects that I'm going to show you. So I got 5 projects I'm sharing with you, and I hope that you guys get some inspiration on this adorable, adorable stamp set. And so with that, I'm going to transition my camera down to my stamp table, and I'm going to share with you my cute projects that I created for you tonight. So one moment, and I will be back with you guys. Okay, so again, you guys are going to see my host code here. I have my awesome, I just hand wrote and changed the ordering promotion. So again, I'm giving away this awesome stamp set to one lucky winner. Let me make sure I zoom in here so you guys can see these cute little projects that I have. And I need to turn my computer around to make sure that all of you guys can see me. Okay, so with that, let me just transition this up. I know you guys are getting a little bit of a shadow, so I'm going to transition all of this up a little bit. And I'm going to zoom right in here. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a little drink of water. I have been fighting a cold, a little bit of a cold this week, and so my throat's a little dry. So if I have a little bit of a delay, I apologize. Okay, so with this, I want to share with you guys the stamp set first in detail and go over some of the specifics of this awesome stamp set. This stamp set has a little bit of everything in it. It has the different, it's got little, you can have an adult, like this is for like a dad, a boy, or a younger boy. Same thing that you have here for the females. You have a baby, you have the kitty cats, all these different hairstyles. This is actually part of what you do to make the face on the individuals. Different faces, the smile, the nose, different things for noses. You can incorporate a tie or a little vest thing, glasses, Look at this, you guys. It even has a hair bow. I'm so excited. Those of you know I always wear a hair bow. So when you see a couple of my projects, you're going to see a hair bow, glasses, because I also wear glasses, and all kinds of men's hair and things here as well. And I will tell you that when I was creating my projects, I had no problem having enough variety to be able to make these look like real people. So the first project that I'm going to share with you, let me pull these out of here, is a card that I created for my husband. So those of you who know my husband, does that not look like him? I know I don't post pictures of him very often, and I apologize. He hates to take pictures, and if you were to see a picture of him, you guys would think he's a grumpy man because he never smiles, and he is an amazing supporter of me and all that I do, but he never smiles in any single picture that he ever does. But why? I don't know. He just does not like to smile. But this is what I did for him. It says, "You are the best thing I never knew I needed," and I created a card. And you know, I know he never will wear a shirt like that, but I wanted to showcase for you guys that the stamp set has this awesome little line stamp in it right here, so that you can easily make that into the pattern of their dress or the shirt. Isn't that cute? And so I kind of colored it to be like, look like him and look like me. And he keeps all of the cards that I create for him. I create cards for him and give them to him sporadically here and there. And he keeps them all, even though he kind of chuckles because, you know, this is kind of one of the things that I do, and I make cards, but he loves getting cards. And so I want you guys to think about, you know, what could you do for a couple? If you're not married, could you make a card as, you know, put you and your granddaughter? Could you put you and a niece, or you and your, I'm thinking of Tammy, you and your cat. I mean, there are so many different things that you could do with this by incorporating it and making it look like somebody special in your life. So again, really lots of possibilities of things that you can do with this. So I'm going to actually go over my cards first, and then I'm going to show you how I stamped with this. Now, if you have the Stamparatus, you may want to use that for the stamp set. So I want to be honest with you, I love the Stamparatus, but I have stamped so long without it that sometimes I find that I'm faster and easier with it when I don't use the Stamparatus. So it's a personal preference, but the Stamparatus would be a very good use of this stamp set for the stamp set as well. So the next thing I'm going to share with you is a cute card that you can make for, and this I think is adorable. So this one I did for a soccer team. Now, do my kids play soccer? Absolutely not. But my friend Melissa, her kids do. So that's kind of why I chose to pick soccer. But you could make a card similar to this for baseball, softball, dance, anything imaginable. And I do have a couple of dance projects that I will show you guys here in just a little bit. And I used our Stampin' Blends. Down here on the bottom, I did use the Sheltering Trees stamp set to incorporate in some of the green grass. And then for the soccer ball, I used just one of our 1 1/4 inch circle punches. I distressed the edges of it with black ink, which I know those of you that watch me, you've seen me do that before. And this stamp set's actually the stamp set from the Happy Tales dog stamp set that I wanted to just incorporate some black dots. And I just used that and incorporated it into looking like a softball. This says, "You are my chosen family." A lot of times when we are involved with sports and events and groups of people for a long time, they actually become like family to us. And so I thought that was the perfect little saying to put on this card. But again, you could incorporate this into anything that's important to you. Track and field is going on this spring. You have baseball, you have softball, all kinds of things. And so you could incorporate your colors into it as well. I chose green just because I like green. But isn't that pretty? A nice little way. And then you could make these cards and give them to all of the soccer, girls or boys as an end of the season kind of little card. I think that's so adorable. The next card that I'm going to share with you is made for my girls in mind. My girls dance. You guys all know that my girls dance. And so I'm actually gone 2 weekends in a row. This weekend we are going to Chicago. And then the following weekend we have dance competition. And so that's why I'm working so far ahead, you guys, on getting all my projects done for you. But this is a card that my girls are going to be helping me make, that they're going to be giving all of their dance team after competition. It just says, congratulations, job well done, you guys did a great job. We're going to actually make this card, and I'm going to show you guys how I colored it. We're going to stamp this one together so you can see how easy the stamping goes. And I'm going to show you how I made this cute little tutu. So Missy, if you are watching, I really think that this is something that your girls would love as well. Hint, hint, you need to buy the stamp set. Anyway, I know she's going to love me for that one. The other one of my 3D projects that I made, and I want you guys, I know you guys, when I show you this first 3D project, you're going to say, she's shown us that before. And I did that on purpose because I want you guys to see the versatility of duplicating projects and how easy you can make it look completely different. So I know that you guys have seen these awesome little pockets that I've done before for suckers. In the past, I've done them using the Designer Series paper or just regular cardstock. This time I used Petal Pink cardstock, and I used our lace embossing folder. Now this embossing folder is new in our Occasions catalog. It's in with all of the Valentine's Day stuff. And I actually embossed it first. So this is the piece that's 4x4, and I ran it through the embossing folder. And I'm going to actually go through the dimensions on how I created this again so you guys know. Good old Amazon, I searched for Amazon, I searched for ballerina suckers or dancing suckers, and look what I found. Now, the other thing is back to that whole soccer one that you guys seen that I did, is that you could also look for soccer ball suckers. I'm going to guess they have them. And you could make little suckers to go with these cards for the soccer team as well. So this is what my girls are going to be giving all of their friends. They're going to get a card with a cute little sucker at the end of their dance season. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to go over again how I made these cute little envelopes using our envelope punch board. Now, I will tell you guys that this little thing that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is actually the very first video I ever did on YouTube. If you were to go back to my YouTube channel and you were to scroll down on my page, you would see that my very first video was this sucker, little envelope pouch with a sucker for Christmas that I did. But again, look how different it looks just by incorporating it into dance. But it's my very first video that I did. I think it's not the greatest, but hey, it is what it is. So again, we have a 4x4 piece of paper, and the neat thing is this is powder pink, just in case you're wondering what color this is. I will be posting my dimensions on my this post after the video is over. And the neat thing is that you're able to get 4 suckers out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 because it's only 4x4, so you can get 4. So it's a really good value of your cardstock. And you're going to put this in here at the top. I know I've shared the envelope punch board with you guys before. You're going to put it at 1 3/4, and you're going to punch, and then you're going to score this. So the only problem you have with this being embossed is that it is a little bit harder to see to fold. So again, I went to 1 3/4. I punched and I scored. So when I showed you guys this a couple of weeks ago when we did an envelope, you're not going to use this right here again. You're now going to use this little score guide. So we're just going to turn this over. Here's the line that I just created when I scored. I'm going to line that up with that score guide, and I am going to punch, and I am going to score again. And then I'm just going to keep on turning that and punching and scoring on that score guide until it's done on all 4 sides. And then, and now if you do not have our envelope punch board, you guys, it is a great value for 20 bucks. You know, you can make your own envelopes of any size. It's pretty amazing. And you're going to turn this over, and you're going to punch the 4 corners. This rounds your corners. You can see that right here. This one's not done yet. Those are all rounded. So we're going to round our corners. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold in on those lines. Fold this up. Now you're going to want to use a really good strong adhesive. I only have my snail here for right now, but you're going to want to use our tear and tape, and it's a really good adhesive, and it will hold this really, really good for you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a punch, And you're just going to punch the bottom of it out enough to where you have, it's going to be covered by your circle. So you just want to make sure it's big enough for your sucker to go through. And these suckers, like I said, they were a dozen for like $6 on Amazon. And then you just put your sucker through there, and look how cute that is. From there, all I did is to decorate the front is I used 3 circle punches. I used the 2-inch, the 1 3/4 inch, and the 1 1/2 inch, and layered them together. And the second one in here, I used some of our glimmer paper because I loved how that looked. I loved that it gave a really good little glitz to that, with it being a dancing ballerina girl. Isn't that cute? So what I'm going to do is actually, I have all the supplies to make this card, but I want to actually spend some time with you actually showing you how easy it is to do some of the stamping. So let me bring this in, and we will do that first. Okay, so I'm going to bring my little stamp set in. I'm going to be using the little girl one right here. And so I'm going to start with that. So when you're stamping with this, you want to start with the body of the little person first. I'm going to call them little people. I'm not sure what else to call them. But you want to start with the body. And if you're going to be doing any kind of coloring, which I did using our Stampin' Blends, you want to make sure that you use our Memento Black ink. Okay. So here's our Memento Black, and I want to get a really good stamped image on here. And like I said, I'm going to start with this first. So there's that. And then what I do, just so you guys know, there's a lot of little moving pieces and parts when you're stamping with this stamp set. I just peeled this off and I stuck it to the case because I didn't want a chance losing it, okay? Because I had to clean it yet. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look for the piece that makes the actual like chin. So that is this one right here. And so I'm going to stamp that next. And that you're just going to kind of, now this is where if you wanted to use your Stamparatus, you could. I was doing just fine without that, so I wasn't going to get it out. But again, I'm putting my stamps here so that I can easily clean them later. And then I'm going to look for my little face. Again, you have 3 little faces to choose from. And I've been using this one right here a lot just because I really like this little one right there. So I'm going to put my little face on here. Now, if I was stamping multiple of these, I would have done all of the bodies first. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stamp the little face on there, and then I'm going to choose my hair. And I chose to use the hair that looked like a bun because that is how we usually have to do the hair for dance. And I will tell you guys that I struggled with this hair at first. I was stamping it up too high and it was actually covering part of the face. And so I learned by stamping with this that you want to actually look at the eyes, see where the eyes are, and then just kind of stamp down from there. If you try to go up too high, it's going to put the hair on the face. It might take you a couple times of stamping, but once you do it a couple times and realize, oh, that's too high, you'll be completely fine with it after that. So that is kind of how I stamp that. Now you're probably saying, how did you line them up when you did all of them in a row? And you can see on here, mine is not spaced perfectly, because do little boys or girls ever sit there and be spaced perfectly? Absolutely not. And I just kind of eyeballed the stamping on this. Now, that is where your Stamparatus would definitely come into play. So if you have a Stamparatus, I encourage you guys to use it. I do not have I have it, but again, I don't use it because I just feel I do much better without it than I do with it. So from there, I'm going to color. Now, I will tell you guys that I realized when I was making these cards that I do not have the ivory blend. How did I forget to buy the ivory? I'm not sure. So I chose to use the Petal Pink, and I'm using Petal Pink Light, and I'm going to color her face in. So we're just going to color her face. And then I wanted to add, we need to get her ears, and her little hands here, her arms. And I'll show you how I did that cute little tutu as well. And then I used the dark, and I just made her look like she had a little bit of blush on her cheeks as well. Now this time I did not use the color lifter. I know that I've used the color lifter with you guys in the past. This time I chose not to use the color lifter just because. And then from there, you're going to color her hair. So my girls have dark hair, so I chose to use the Crumb Cake Dark or Light. So I think I used the light because I think it was dark enough. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color her hair. And then I left her little tutu white just because I thought it was cute white. But I want to share with you how I did her little tutu with the ribbon. So where did I put my bolted ribbon? Here it is. Okay. So this is the ribbon that I used. Those of you that know me know that I love this ribbon. I comment on it all the time when I'm doing my, my different videos and things. So I cut a little piece of ribbon and I used glue dots. So I used glue dots. Sorry about that. I think my swan man's knocking at my door again, but he can leave it outside. So I used glue dots, and all I did was wrap this around, and it will layer through a couple of them with just one glue dot. So you can make this as full as you want or as small as you want. I did mine quite full, and it kind of just all sticks together. And then from there, what I did is I kind of cut it to make it look like it was a dress. So I cut it at an angle on both ends, and I actually cut a little bit off of the top to make it a tad bit more narrow. So there's the little tutu. Whoops, let me cut a little bit more off on this side. And then with another glue dot, isn't that cute, you guys? You had to put a tutu on a dancer. Oh, good, Luann, you got your metallic pearls. Yay. I'm trying really hard, you guys, to be on the ball and get these things out to you guys when you're my winners in a very timely manner. So I'm trying. I'm really trying. So if you don't get them, know that you will, but I'm trying to do it more timely. But look at that cute little tutu that put on there. Isn't that adorable? Just so cute. So from there, I simply layered it onto my card. And love it. So I actually must have used the darker hair because this one's got lighter hair, but isn't that cute? So what I want to do with you guys, I thought I had a piece of white cardstock here. I don't, but we're going to actually use this little one instead. I thought I had a bigger piece to share with you guys, but that's okay. So I want to show you how I would stamp these if I was doing multiple. So let's say you wanted to do 2 dancers to this one. I found it easiest, and again, this is for those of you who might be wanting to purchase this stamp set, or if you win it, you can win it by simply putting in a minimum $30 order with me from now through tonight. So what I did is I stamped all of the bodies first. I found it much easier to kind of just line it up and keep on stamping all of the bodies. So if you wanted a little boy in the mix, you could do that as well. I then found it really easy to incorporate all of the chins at once. You guys can see that this is actually a lot faster than you think it would be. And that is why I left all of those stamps out on my case because, and again, I'm in a little bit of a hurry, so I'm getting down a tad bit far. But you can see how fast this really goes. It is not that bad at all. Then I went ahead and did all of the little faces. Look how cute they are. They come to life. And I'm not going to have room to do the hair, but you guys get the gist of it. It's really, really simple and easy to do. Okay, I have one more project that I want to share with you guys, and this is something that, again, I challenge all of you guys to think about this stamp set in a different way and how this stamp set can be incorporated in your life. Because my daughters are going to be making what I'm going to be showing you for their godparents for Christmas this year. They're going to be making this for, well, I'll give you some, I'm going to show you it first, and then I'll give you guys all the different ways in which they're going to be using it. But this is the project that I wanted to share with you. Hoping you guys can see it okay. It is a 4x6 framed art. It says the Vogel family on it. And there's my husband and me and my daughter Natalie, my daughter Claire. And they each got to pick out the color of dress they wanted. They each got to pick out their hairstyle. Those of you know that I posted a picture of Claire on my group page not too long ago where she had her hair done like that with little, with cherries in it. And it's so cute. And I'll post pictures of these as well for you guys. But how fun. This we did on the computer. Natalie did that on the computer for me. And I kind of come up with my own little color scheme for me. Of course, you guys got to see the bow in my hair. It's there on the right side too. But my girls are going to make one of these for my mom for Christmas that's going to showcase all of her grandchildren. They're going to make one for their godparents that showcases them with all of their children. They're going to, you know, they're kind of getting creative in how they can use this stamp set for Christmas gifts. This frame I got from Amazon. Yes, you guys should know that by now. I'm an Amazon fanatic. I'm going to zoom out a little bit on this, I think, to see if you guys can see the whole frame a little bit easier. So let me see if I can get this to zoom out. There we go. That might help you guys a little bit better to be able to see that. But I got this on Amazon, and the frame was only $6. And since it was a small 4x6 framed piece that I put in here, I chose to put some, I wanted the frame to be wider. I wanted it to still look like it was a 5x7 size, even though it wasn't. And I chose to then incorporate some of the daisies. This is our daisy punch. And I did all of the little, what's it called, where you bone fold the ends to make them kind of go down. So I added those on there as well. Isn't that adorable? So can you guys kind of think of different things that you could do? I know one of my team members, Kate Bradley, she posted on our team page. So again, if you guys are thinking about joining Stampin' Up, you have access to our team page that is called the Basement Bunch Demonstrator Team. And you know, you don't have to be a demonstrator to the degree that I am. I get that question a lot. Do I have to do what you do? Absolutely not. You just enjoy your own discount and enjoy your stamping, enjoy our team meetings, enjoy all that we do together as a team. But she created one of these, and she's got a little dog named Garth, and she put on there my family, and it was her and Garth, and it was so adorable, just her and her doggie. It was beautiful, and she put it in a framed art as well. So I really thought that it was really, really cute that she did that. So, and there's a sample of one of these similar to this in our catalog as well. But are you guys kind of brainstorming ways in which you might be able to use this stamp set for Christmas gifts and things? I think it's phenomenal that's something that you can easily do with this kind of stamp set. So, and you can see that I even made my purples, my glasses purple. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I took the purple around it, and I made my glasses purple because I have purple frames. Now you guys are all going to be watching my next Facebook Live to check out my purple frames, but they are purple in case you guys haven't seen them. There's my glasses, so see they're purple. Purple frames, Vera Bradley purple frames. Helps when you have a brother-in-law who's an optical manager who can really hook me up good with glasses. But anyway, so I did make my frames purple, and this is the other thing I gotta show you guys. I'm gonna bring this right in. I'm hoping there's not a glare, but my husband's beard is starting. He's got a beard. It's a very well trimmed beard. He doesn't. It's nothing too out of control, but he's starting to get a little bit gray. So Claire decided to put, can you guys see the little gray stripes in his beard right here? She decided to put a couple gray ones in there. We laughed so hard at that. But as you guys can see, they had fun doing this. They had so much fun creating this with me and coloring it and coloring their dad and making them gray. It was so awesome. So this could also be a project that you do with your grandchildren, with your sibling, or whomever that you might have that you want to make gifts for, because it was fun. We had a ton of fun doing this. So anyway, those are the projects that I had to share with you guys tonight, and this was just me. This is just the beginning of the iceberg of different ways in which you can use the stamp set. Like I said, I incorporated some dance stuff because dance is totally what we are into right now with my girls. And Claire's into softball as well. Softball is going to be starting for her in the next couple of weeks if our weather ever breaks here in Michigan. And so I'm sure we'll create something fun for all of the softball girls as well. But for now, like I said, these are what they're going to be working on at the beginning of their spring break. And I'm excited that they like to do this. And then my final project was this awesome card that I'm going to be giving my husband. So, and I did not make him gray, by the way. His beard is completely colored because I made this card. So just had to throw that in there. So anyway, I hope that you guys kind of get an idea of different things you can do with this stamp set. And it is not hard to stamp with. It looks like it is, but it is so not hard at all. It's very, very easy, and I like that you can make it quite personable by simply incorporating the different hair and the different things to make them look the way you want them to look. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed my my video for this week. So as a reminder, if any of you are joining me late, in the beginning of my video, I announced that I'm going to be on vacation next Thursday. I will not be able to do a Facebook Live. We are leaving Wednesday night to go to Grand Rapids, and we're catching the train to Chicago first thing on Thursday morning. I'm coming back on Sunday. So again, if any of you have any last minute orders that you'd like to put in, you're thinking of joining my amazing team using that awesome joining promotion, I really encourage you guys to get back with me on that before Wednesday if you can, just because I'm going to try to mitigate as much time being on the computer as I can to actually enjoy some vacation time with my girls. My husband's not going. He is not he's a homebody, and most of you know he works really, really hard. He's an electrician, so all of his jobs are starting to break this time of the year, but we are going with another family from our church, so it should still be fun. And he's going to actually take us to the train station and all that good stuff and go with us Wednesday night, and so we'll still get to see him for a little bit, but we're going to see Hamilton, so I'm really excited about going to see Hamilton. My girls and I are big into the Broadway shows, so we are so stoked to go and see that. I'm very excited. So anyway, thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I hope that this gave you guys a little bit of inspiration with a stamp set that I don't think many people have showcased, because it is a kind of a unique stamp set to play with, but it has been so much fun, and I cannot wait for us to create more awesome frames like this to give to people for Christmas. So anyway, again, as a reminder, anybody who puts in an order from using this host code, and it's on, if you go to my website at kimsbasementbunch.com, there is right there in the top right hand corner is my host code for the month, and if you put in a minimum $30 order, you will get in the drawing. So you're not going to be receiving any make and takes tonight, because these make and takes are so specific to my life and to my different events and things, but I'm going to be drawing one lucky winner to receive their own family and friends stamp set. And so to get into that drawing, you have to put in that minimum $30 order from now until Sunday night. So anyway, thank you all so very much. I look forward to, like I said, I'll still be posting to my page. I'm not going to be MIA the entire time, but if I am a little bit slower responding, please know that that is why. And I, again, love you all very much, but I'm also excited to spend a couple days with my girls. So any questions, like I said, I'll do my best to answer them, but it may be more of a delay than what you guys are used to. So thank you all so very much for joining me tonight, and I will see you all back here in 2 weeks for my Facebook Live. I believe it's the first Thursday in April 4th. So hopefully we have some really good weather, and we'll see you guys all back then. Have a great couple weeks. Bye.